Dino, can you get your tic-tacs out and explain to me why a goalkeeper doesn't just hoof it down the pitch rather than trying to play it out from the back, which is risky, and why, when he does hoof it down the pitch, it almost always results in possession being lost?
Yeah, no worries, Jeremy. Don't worry. I've got the tic-tacs. I take them wherever I go. So the main reason teams don't just hoof it forward is because they want to keep the ball. And if they whack it forward up to an area like that, normally it's 4 defenders against 3 attackers. And if we take Harry Kane in the middle, that means it'd be him against 2 defenders in there. Most of the time the defenders are going to win and the other team concedes possession. So what England are trying to do is goad the opposition on. So by playing out from the back. So you can see 3 players in there. They're trying to get a midfielder to come out in there, a midfielder to come out in there, and a midfielder to come in there, so that they can play through these lines and then try and get an overload, a 4v4 or a 5v5 going the other way. So that's the main reason they play it out. It's risky strategy because if you do lose it in this area, you're obviously facing the attack going the other way. But if you manage to play through and then you get the overload going the other way and a defence is pushed up against you playing out, you've got all this space to try and get into going the other way.
Why would anybody then hoof it down knowing that they're going to lose possession?
Yeah, that is a good question, and we've seen some teams just go long and even kick the ball out of play. We saw it in the Champions League final. Luis Enrique's PSG tactic against Arsenal is just to kick the ball out of play down here, and that's because not only if you get into that area of the field, you can get back in there, move the game all the way up in there, and then try and win possession back in a high area of the field and try and win it back up there. But what it also means, if you kick the ball out like PSG did and put possession right up there, is you've got a man taking the throw. So you've got 1 less man, so you can be 10 versus 9 in this area. And that's another reason why teams like to play out from the back. Because if you're in an area like this and you've got 10v10, your goalkeeper joins in, you've then got 11v10.
So I didn't notice. Forgive me, Arsenal fans. I was enjoying the PSG Arsenal final so much, so I wasn't really watching the tactics terribly carefully.
And that's why I enjoyed a lot of that Champions League final as well as a Tottenham fan, but I don't like to admit that on here very often. And yeah, the other thing about when you're playing out from the back is that it can be a risky strategy, but if you manage to get teams out and then you get players pressing forward like that and you're 10v10 out here, you can get the goalkeeper to join in, attract a player to them, and then play out with the goalkeeper. And then you've obviously got 11 players here against 10 because this goalkeeper is never going to come out and press the ball.
Oh, that's good. I've learned something now.